Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83.
And Barbee0913.
And this is kind of like, I don't even know what to call it.
What is it called?
There's been a bunch of stuff happening on YouTube behind the scenes. And it's like, it's bad. Like, it's the stuff that freaks anyone out if they have a channel. So,
It will
we just wanted to discuss
it will change how you watch YouTube or what you see on YouTube.
Exactly. And because, you know, we're all collectors, we all are young at heart, we thought we would at least talk about it. Neither one of us are experts on this. None of us have YouTube reps or anything. So, like, there could be some wrong information. But basically, we're just going to touch on, like, the general stuff that we've gotten as YouTube creators on this big change that's happening.
And we don't make a living off YouTube. That's number one. We don't. This is just a little side thing we do. Exactly.
Like, if we're going to be honest here, if I make $28 in 28 days, that's good. That's awesome. We have a couple extra bucks to take to the doll show.
Yeah.
There are some people that have toy channels and doll channels and just channels that could be misconstrued as being aimed at just solely children because they review products. That they do this as a living because they have so many viewers and they make enough to survive as a YouTuber. We're not those people. We're just like hobbyists.
Right. And the money we make, we split. So it's basically an extra $15 for a doll show. Maybe.
Exactly. So some of the stuff won't, I mean, it's going to affect us, but not as much as it will the bigger channels.
Right.
So basically, on like Wednesday, I want to say, YouTube sent out this email. It's because the FTC officially fined YouTube $170 million because of the Coppa law. Like, not Copacabana. This is not Barry Manilow. But, like, it's COPPA.
Okay.
Copacabana would be more fun, I'm assuming. So basically, the Coppa law, it says it's illegal to collect data on those who are under 13. And we all know we live in a society where parents will say, here's my tablet or phone.
Here, honey,
watch YouTube
watch
under my adult account.
Right.
So minors under 13, while they can't legally have a YouTube account, are using YouTube under their parents' tablets or their brothers or their sisters. And because personalized ads, which monetize a lot of these channels, like collect that data from people, unintentionally, like YouTube is collecting data from 13-year-olds who are using the accounts from like the tablet their parents give them, you know?
And in this technology age, I mean, they're collecting data from us everywhere, everything we use.
Exactly. But according to this really old Coppa law, it's illegal to collect data on those under 13. So Coppa went after YouTube, or the FTC went after YouTube with this. And then eventually, after, I think it's actually been going back and forth for a while now, eventually the FTC fined them $170 million. So, of course, YouTube has to go and change some of their policies because they've gotten hit with this big thing. So, what it means for creators in, like, the family market or, you know, those of us that do hobby channels or collection channels or doll collectors who are older but still review toys that are aimed at maybe those under 13, like Barbies.
Box opening.
Box opening videos, toy reviews, doll reviews. It means that eventually, come January 1st of 2020, YouTube is going to basically demonetize a lot of those. They might still get, like, ads served to some of these channels, but they won't be personalized ads because that's how they got in trouble in the first place, because they're collecting data so they can personalize the ads so you don't get a random ad that has nothing to do with you. Although we still get random ads that have nothing to do with us. Because we don't choose the ads, we just say, yep, we can monetize this video.
And I understand. I think that adult ads shouldn't always be on something that a child might be looking at on their parent's tablet.
Isn't that also kind of on the parent, though? Like, the parent is the one saying, use my account, not watching or paying attention to what their child is actually doing.
Well, then you would think it would be the viewing of the parent, and they would have no idea that the child was watching
Yeah.
it. So
thing-
it's very miscombobulated.
This whole thing is weird, but basically, any channel that has an emphasis on kids' characters, themes, toys, or games, which is be Barbie and Corinne and like just cool
Mickey
toys we
Mouse,
find in stores.
Mouse,
Any channel that has
Einstein.
an emphasis on kids' themes, characters, toys, or games will basically be. It will not have personalized ads served to their videos on YouTube, which means their income is from the videos is going to go down drastically.
Right, because they're going to reduce what they show you.
Also, those videos on those channels that are deemed like they're making content for kids 13 or under will not be as easy to find on YouTube, which is probably the most important point for us. Because, like, if you search Little Miss No Name or something, or Barbie reviews, not all the content's going to come up, or it's going to be hidden or buried or something.
They're going to bury it!
So that's why it's kind of important for you guys to subscribe before all this happens. Just so you can at least know we're on a subscription list.
Right.
Notifications might not go out. You may not be able to comment on these videos that YouTube deems that were created for those 13 and under, even if, as adults, reviewers, we're not saying, oh, little 5-year-old, go and buy this thing. We're coming from the other angle of we can collect it, or you can buy it for this person as an adult.
Moms and grandmas, you might like this for a gift.
Right. So even if our or another channel's main
motives
goal is to create content for people who are over the age of 13 or just, are young at heart. Sometimes we all know algorithms get it wrong and computers are not always the smartest things around. It may get misconstrued because of, the brand being, or like the toys being made for those under 13.
See, my worry is about when we go to doll shows. Are they going to say, well, all those dolls were originally made for children, so you can't really talk about them or show them anymore, or we won't let you have credit for showing them. So I don't know where their deadline is. Are they going to say, oh, but there was a bisque doll, that's 100 years old, so that's an antique, so it's okay to talk about it?
It's so weird, and no one really knows a ton. It's very gray at the moment. So, and you know what? Like we said, we don't make a living off of this channel.
No.
It would have been awesome if we were,
Right.
But we don't,
No.
which is fine. We do it for the love of and the passion of doll collecting.
I do it to pass information on. I think everybody should have some place to go.
Right, exactly. So I think what's most important for you guys is just make sure to hit that subscribe button to at least know that come January 1st, you could still find our videos easily, even if they don't notify you.
Right.
Also, I think it's probably a good time, and there's always a time where it comes, like if there's something you guys want to see on the channel more often, let us know, because we'll obviously have to, if we do get hit with some of these restrictions, and we still want to make a couple extra bucks, we'll want to have videos that are not under this like weird shadow ban.
Well, another thing is a lot of the bigger YouTube videos that do doll collecting and dolls out there and toys out there, they get product given to them for free. That's all pretty much dried up on our end.
Yeah.
We don't. We pay for our own product and then
Right.
show it to you and then hope that it works out, it balances out
Yeah.
itself. So we might be a little bit hesitant on what we show or what we want to buy to
Right,
show.
which I think we've kind of been this year.
Yeah.
Because, we all have to save money at some point. Can't just
Yes.
spend it on dolls, apparently.
So, and it's not just ours. There's other people that you watch. You might want to hit subscribe if you haven't hit subscribe yet, just because they're going to be changing theirs drastically.
Yeah, and I think a lot of channels are like pivoting is the word people keep using.
Pivoting.
Like they're changing their content slightly so that they can then be safe for the 2020.
Wouldn't that be tweaking?
Tweaking, pivoting.
Pivoting?
Same thing.
I've never heard of that.
Just
Okay.
like, go a little to the left.
There you go.
Or
Okay.
right.
So, I mean, and things could change. They could change
Yeah.
in January. People could be upset and things go back a little bit different, or maybe you fill out more paperwork on yourself.
Yeah, so I mean, I think for us, it's kind of a good state of the channel. So let us know what you might want to see on this channel. just in the future, just in general. We obviously won't stop doing toy reviews or anything, but as you've seen, like my mom said, with people not sending stuff, it is a little lighter on our end, but we still want to do like the doll show stuff, and we will definitely show you things we pick up. Yeah. So it's not going to change drastically on our end, but we may try to add some content that's more like vlog style, or just like not toy related at all, because it's also fun to watch that. I mean, I personally get tired of editing just stuff on toys. There's the occasional video that I'm like, oh, it's like the New York City vlog. This is fun. So I think variety is good. So we might add more variety.
She will be doing more vlogging, not me. Vlogging is okay. It's just not something that I would do all the time.
Well, if I was going someplace exciting,
okay,
I would vlog it. But I really don't go many places exciting. I could go to work. Hey guys, I'm at work today. We're gonna go to the library. What book do you want to read? But yeah, so not huge on our end, because like I said, we make like $28 a month. It's not, or not even. So like if we go down to making like $10 or less, that's just how it's gonna be. But you might see some new content on here along with what we traditionally do, but we'd love to hear more about what you may be looking for. And like I said, we're not experts on this whole like FTC thing, so I apologize if I said something out of place, but basically it just means come January 2020, a lot of channels that do content that is aimed at children or could be construed as being aimed at those under 13 will just not have personalized ads served to them anymore, which means if it is a channel where it's like a YouTuber who's like a full-time YouTuber, they will lose a lot.
A lot of revenue, yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be harder to find their videos. So that's the basic gist of it.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will definitely be interesting to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
So I should probably also mention, if you were thinking of opening up a toy channel, maybe don't do it. Or have a really interesting kind of like tilt to it where it's definitely not aimed at those under 13. Just putting that out there.
Like I said, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with channels that have an emphasis on kids' characters, themes, toys, and games. For the next 4 months, though, it's all smooth sailing, but you may see some changes in other people's channels. But I'm curious to see what you guys might want to see on our channel besides what we already do. So let us know.
Talk to you later.
Bye.